2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Out come the Titans for their first possession, led by Ryan Tannehill in his 10th NFL season and third with Tennessee.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game, yeah.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. To throw is Tannehill. And his throw here's incomplete. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Off the bootleg, Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. The numbers a week ago for Everett. 3 catches, 51 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open. 2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Room to run past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line.
And Gerald Everett makes a good catch there for a 1st down, and he was signed away from the Seattle Seahawks division rivals, the Rams, after 4 years in L.A. backing up Tyler Higbee. He's excited about his opportunity in the Pacific Northwest. Last year, 41 catches, a career high.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he's got this down to the 35.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts in for a solid game.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Steps away to his left.
So in this case, you'd think the defense would be collapsing to the left side of the field, and they forced him to his left. So he just tucked it away and picked up some yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Wilson. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. Touchdown! Colby Parkinson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep it. First downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill. Catch is made by Harry. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 19 carries, 83 yards.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the right side with Henry. And some room to work. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, 58 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball. And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. These two teams all tied after one. To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson, that's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 24-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They'll run on first down with Dallas. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Seahawks are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. From the gun, it's Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? A first down carry for Henry. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the gun with Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. They'll run on first down. Henry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle. Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try to for the first with Henry. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he's taken down inside the 30. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the red zone now, Tannehill. Over the middle, that's caught by Harry. And he's brought down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Evans will score. Touchdown, Tennessee. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure.
And now it's blocked. And the Seahawks have it. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. Last week they got the victory against the Colts, so they lead this one as well as they begin things here 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Wilson now off the bootleg. Buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Forced out to his left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Oh, he put it on the carpet. A fumble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And he powers his way up past the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Here's a give to Penny. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. It's a fake, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you would look, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory, look, I'm all for being unconventional. That part's cool, and I get it. But this deep, I just don't think it's the right time to make that call.
From the 17, Tannehill. This will be caught inside the 10. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Here's Tannehill. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. On 2nd and goal, Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing again is Tannehill. And This is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Bullock's kick is good. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. So a little late drama in the first half as that kick will give them the lead into intermission.
Isn't this fun the way that this is unfolding? You're exactly right. The late drama, 3 points go up on the board, and we go into the half with a new leader.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, well, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Well, let's check on the call. Orlando Brown, the former Raven, the guilty party. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now it's Wilson. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Muscles him off. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. 40 yards on the ground for him so far. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle. So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage? 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. Nice throw. Big man catches the football for a first down, and that big man, that's DK Metcalf, the 9th receiver taken in the 2019 draft class. I think if we redid it, he might very well be the first one off the board. 83 catches for 1,300 yards last year. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game. On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now. How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks
thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
On first down, Tannehill. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll run it again with Penny. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Touchdown, Seahawks. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. The extra point now coming from Myers. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense set to go again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Second down, they go again with Henry. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Now it's Tannehill. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Returnable for Lockett. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what do we do?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw into the hands of Ferkser here. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
And remember, the Titans lost Jonnu Smith, their #1 tight end the last few years, when he signed with New England in free agency. So that might open up a few more looks for Ferkser. And he makes a smooth catch there.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 115 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here's Tannehill. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Anthony Ferkser, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Bullet good on the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And we will get another look at Seattle's offense. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
After the penalty, it's Penny. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go play action now. Wilson. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A handoff to Penny. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Again, it's Penny. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And quickly they get to the line. Throwing is Wilson. Being chased out left. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. On 2nd and 7, Tannehill to the tight end and complete. It's Sternberger over the middle.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
He's going to launch it for Washington. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
To throw again on second down. Tannehill. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now a handoff to Henry. And this is going to be a Titans first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Tannehill on first down. Gets this to Ferkser, the tight end. And I think the ball's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Tannehill. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
Well, that takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Throw left side complete to Harry. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Now it's Lockett. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Off play action, Wilson. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And this Tennessee defense for the 2nd straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it'll be Titan football. Here comes Ryan Tannehill now leading his offense back out there. A field goal does him no good. They need a touchdown.
And right now in his mind, in his memory bank, he's drawing on times that he's done this before. Not necessarily.
Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Wilson gives to Collins, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Well, this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that'll push the lead up to 8. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up mid will take it down. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. So now Tannehill and the Titans down by 8. Just under 2 minutes to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Tannehill's throw here into the hands of Harry. Now Tannehill saying, let's get to the line. Now Tannehill finding Washington. Throwing Tannehill. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he's got this down to the 35. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Here's Tannehill. And he'll get it right back to Washington. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Tannehill to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Seahawks have recovered. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed. Will Dissly, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Wilson wants to throw it. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are right back in this football game. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks have just about sewn up this football game. Well, this game has not been short on intrigue, but that's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So the victory here for Seattle, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour, and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for the Seahawks, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road.
Yeah. Then the tables and